Hi everyone. You know, one of the things that I miss most about my non-vegan life is my innocence. There was a time when I actually enjoyed watching movies with animals in them, and my eyes hadn't been open to the truth. I was being very reassured by this disclaimer that you see at the end of films. I believed that someone was watching out for the well-being of all the non-humans on the set. I now know what a fantasy that really is. Not only are animals physically harmed, but they're also harmed just by being exploited. Millions of dollars are made at the expense of non-humans, just as they are made in the animal agriculture business. The American Humane Association grants the quote-unquote no harm accreditation you see at the end of films. There's a representative on the set during filming. However, animals are routinely hurt. For example, the 27 animals that died during the filming of The Hobbit, or the near drowning of the tiger in The Life of Pi. A husky dog was injured during 8 Below, and dozens of fish and squid died during the filming of Pirates of the Caribbean. And that's really just the tip of the iceberg. The list goes on and on. The AHA can award this disclaimer, as they did in all the movies I just mentioned, because they claim the animals weren't intentionally harmed, or it occurred when the cameras weren't rolling. The AHA are there to make sure no unnecessary harm comes to animals on the set, but it's up to the film industry to determine what is necessary, and they'll protect animal interests only to the extent that it provides economic benefit. Now, even if the AHA was adequately monitoring the filming of these movies, the fact that the animals are used at all is what's just as troubling to me. We humans have no moral right to use any non-humans. YouTuber Joseph Kendrick perfectly stated this concept in a video, I think it was called The One Reason to Be Vegan, and I'll link it below. Basically what he said is that animals can't give consent to humans to do what we want them to do. As I've said many times before, anytime humans and non-humans have a relationship, the non-humans end up on the losing side of that relationship. These animals are removed from their natural habitats and from relationships with their own species. They're made or coerced to do demeaning and dangerous things, all without their consent. And we kid ourselves into believing that they're happy and enjoying our company. We have taken away all choice for them. It's not an equal relationship, as humans hold all the power and treat non-humans any way they want. Reforming the American Humane Association will do no good, just as welfare reforms of the animal agriculture industry have done no good. These reforms just set the vegan movement backward. People will continue to view non-human animals as objects of entertainment. This is exploitation in the exact same way the happy meat and humane slaughter folks make it easier for people to continue to view non-human animals as food. The only thing that will help both situations is veganism and the awareness that all use of animals is wrong and there are no exceptions. The paradigm needs to shift away from the property status of non-humans and toward personhood. So Gary Francione sums this up perfectly, and he says, "We cannot justify treating any sentient non-human as our property, as our resource, as a thing that we can use and kill for our purposes." The film industry is no better than a circus or a zoo. In fairness to our fellow earthlings, we just can't continue a non-vegan world. So I plan to boycott all movies that I know contain animals in the filming, and I hope you do too. It's no different than a zoo or a circus, and I don't attend those either. So I don't think the only way to affect change in any industry is to affect their bottom line, and by not going to see these films is really the only power I have over them. So anyway, thank you all for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.